Hi, I'm Tim Carter from AskTheBuilder.com, and I'm outside. You can probably see some snow falling. We're about to get a really big storm, and I want to show you something that a lot of people really don't get to see up close and personal, and it's an ice dam. Look at this. Oh, look at that. See this right here? This is solid ice, and it's about 5 inches high. And here's the gutter, of course, and the gutter's just chock full of ice right now. But as you look up the roof, that's all solid ice right there, and you can finally see some snowpack up above. Now, what's happened here is I want to explain how this ice formed. Here's what happened. You can see right here, look at this. So here's the house, and if I go underneath the ice dam, you can see this is the soffit, and of course here's the exterior wall of the house. Well, guess what's happening? Right behind this roof here, just above, you can see the roof right there, right about at that elevation, right where you can see the shingles just above the ice in the center of the frame. That's where heat from the house actually passes through the insulation, and it's low-level infrared radiation. Even though you've got insulation there, there is enough heat that can pass through the insulation. It goes up and it actually radiates right to the underside of the roof deck, and it melts the snow pack. And you can see farther down the roof where I've raked away a lot of the snow here. And farther down the roof, though, I've not raked it away. And of course, that snowpack melts, and as soon as it flows down and touches the ice-cold gutter, it starts to freeze instantly. And as this process continues to go on, the ice gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. All right, but I want to show you something. I want to show you something here at the same location. It's another roof, but wait till you see. Watch this. Okay, I'm back, and I want to show you something that's really fascinating. We're at the same house, I kind of walked to a different part of the house, and I want to show you this. Look at this. Here's the roof. You can see this is part of the house. You know, same color, same everything. But check this out. There's no ice dam here. Nothing. And look at this snowpack. That snow there is about 10, 12 inches thick. I just went ahead and brushed it off. I mean, you can see it here. I can brush this off, and of course, look, no ice dam, nothing, just snow. I mean, look at that. That's just perfect. So what happened here? Why is there no ice dam here? I'll tell you why. This is because this is my garage, and what's happening inside the garage, there's no heat there. There's no heat that comes up and melts the snowpack, which then that meltwater flows down to the cold edge of the roof and freezes. So if you want to stop ice dams, you've got a couple of choices. One thing to do is get the snow off the roof. Because if you get the snow off the roof using a snow rake, you starve the ice dam of the fuel that they need. So there's basically no water coming down the roof, to freeze at the edge. Number two, you can possibly, and I'm getting ready to experiment with this, imagine if you were to put a radiant barrier underneath on top of the insulation, making sure it doesn't touch the insulation, and it runs up the underside of the roof, leaving an air gap of about 1.5 inches on top of the radiant barrier that causes all that heat that's coming up through the wall and through the ceiling, right there at the edge of the roof, right where the roof passes over the wall. Well, it bounces that heat back down into the house. I'm confident that's going to work. And of course, if you want to stop the leaks that happen because of ice dams, you have to put an ice and water shield on. I've got a video about that. Just type ice and water shield Tim Carter into the YouTube search engine. You're going to find it. Finally, here's why the water leaks into your home. When that water comes down the roof, here's what happens. It freezes at the edge. The ice builds up, as you saw earlier, and that creates the dam. Water builds up behind the dam, and that water runs underneath the shingles. Remember, shingles work because water flows downhill, but that ice dam causes the water to pool and run up underneath the shingles. That's why the ice and water shield products work, because they simply do not allow the water to get inside the home. One thing, if you live up here in New England, get that ice and water shield up the roof at least 6 feet. In reality, try to put it on over the entire roof. It works great. You can only really put it on when you're re-roofing your house or if you are building a new home. That's what you got to know about ice dams. They can really cause problems. If you've got an existing home, just get out there with a roof rake and get that snow off the roof. You won't have any problems. I'm Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com. If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AskTheBuilder.com.